taxes and so forth.
So what you're saying, you think the migrants should pay taxes to pay for their own,
No,
just
I
like
think,
how we do?
No, I think the migrants should go home. There's enough people here already. We don't need any more migrants.
Do we need more?
No.
Got migrants instead of got milk? Got
no,
migrants?
I think they should go back home
Got migrants.
and apply the legal way that the other people came into the country, you know. No, I don't think they should pay taxes. I think they should go, just like they roll them in here on buses and roll them right back out, back home. You have a home. Where are you here? All of us can't live here in America.
Oh, so what you're saying is that two objects can't occupy the same space.
No, it
is
can't.
What you're saying?
Exactly.
Which is like a law of physics.
Right.
Not a physicist. Are
Right.
you a physicist? I know.
And there's a lot of people without jobs. They say they're going to give them some jobs. Who jobs are you giving them? The American people's job? I mean, I don't get this migrant thing. Is the migrants going to stay here and we're going to get on buses and go to their country and live? I don't know what's going on here with this migrant. It makes no sense whatsoever to me.
Miss Mary brought up about the jobs. So our question to anyone listening is: the jobs for the migrants or the AI?
It must be for both. I'm thinking that it might be for both, but it ain't nothing for the American people, because I know so many people don't even have jobs. But they are saying they need to get processed so they can give them jobs. Where's these jobs coming from? I can't remember the companies I heard yesterday that was laying off all these thousands of people. Now, if you're going to lay the American people off, who's going to come in and take the job? The migrants or the AIs? What are the people that got laid off? What are they going to do? I don't know who's running this country.
Who's running this?
But I'm not getting any type of understanding here.
Who's running this?
Who's running it? It has to be somebody running. You know, like if you running a household, somebody got to be in charge. Everybody's running loose.
Okay, so what I'm going to throw out to you, Miss Mary, is I cannot remember for the life of me a young man. He did a video, and he said that the reason why the migrants are here, we talked about this. They do have a job, the migrants, whether they are aware of it or not, and it is to throw all of the countries, all of them,
out of chaos,
into chaos, so that it will collapse and we will have a one world order. And it will
I see.
And he said that's really what their job is. Whether he says he doesn't, because we're all just sitting around speculating if we're not in the loop with the powers that be. But he says he's more convinced more than ever that this is what actually their job actually is, and is to make it completely and utterly collapse, every facet of this society to collapse. So there's no longer going to be an America necessarily. It's just going to be just land. There's not going to be any. It's just collapse, and then they're going to bring in what they're going to bring in, and it's just going to be us all Soylent. He didn't say Soylent Green, but that's what I pictured. That's what he said, because nothing clearly makes logical sense in that way. That's why some people are grappling, like, what are they doing now? Why is that happening? It's because this is why they're here. They open the border so they can just push this thing on through, and then everything just fall apart. Crime, we had problem with crime before. It ain't no joke now, because they're going left, right, side to side, up and down. And
I can't. That young man who did that video.
I said, let's do. I'm like,
they should put him in charge, because at least he has
that makes sense. That it didn't make sense.
Right.
That all this other stuff don't make sense.
Well, at least he is thinking.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, with the other people like Joe walking around like a little baby robot, I need you to go sit down and come up with some answers here and do something about it. And then he said, I want you to vote for me. Why would I vote for you? Why would I vote?
Miss Mary want to know, is Joe Biden a robot?
I mean, I have nothing against you, Joe.
But no, we don't.
But I just would like to know, do you ever make any decision, or who's making decision for you? An AI, and they tell you this here because they have no emotion or nothing like that.
I don't out after all the sci-fi movies we watched with robots and cyborgs, we found out that Joe was actually a robot. Is he?
I do not know, but he walked like one this morning. I mean, when I seen him this morning, it gave me thing. He was just walking in a straight line, no emotions, no nothing.
You want to meet him?
No, okay. I don't want to meet him. Okay. Y'all can send me ticket to somebody else and send me email to somebody.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Want to meet him?
Want
to meet him? I'm gonna get Robert De Niro. Do you want to meet him? Do you want to meet him?
No, I
don't want to meet him. No.
Send me an email about meeting Joe Biden. I am not going to be too pleased. I know I don't. I hope y'all, one of the AIs, tell him that I say I don't want to meet him.
If I look again, I see you in the White House now.
I don't want to go to the
White House, and I look
I want answers.
She said she didn't want it.
I want answers. I do not want
people
to go
don't
to
get. We talked about it. People don't give you what you want. They'll say they want to help you, and then in the way you want to be helped, they don't help you, and they do all this other extra stuff, and you like, that's not what I needed.
And then they will tell you all the things that you already know.
No, I know
if
that.
one person could come to me and tell me something I didn't know, you would pique my interest.
Really?
You know, I have learned something for today.
No.
I watch a lot of different countries on the television because I'm learning about their ways, customs, and so forth. That's something I didn't know. But someone just constantly telling me something I do know or what I couldn't care less about, I don't really want to know that. I want to know what about the migrants, where they're going to live. You go outside, it's like what is third world culture? People sitting all on the country, on the corner with babies holding signs up.
You see it all the time. I know everybody else do.
Walking down the middle of the street trying to sell you a candy bar. I'm right here at the store. I can get me a candy bar if I want to.
What is happening here?
What's happening? You're making the neighborhood look pretty darn bad when you're standing on the street. I have nothing against the little man with the cart and the tacos or whatever they be selling. Yeah, I have nothing against this. But you got big sign. You say you don't speak English, but you got a big sign up there in English.
She asked me who wrote that.
Can you help me? Give me this and give me this.
Doesn't know.
Why you think I would have something to give you?
So my question to you, and it's just rhetorical, but if you want to throw anything in, is what was the purpose of them telling us on the news about the diaper shortage? Do they want people to jump in and give them I'm trying to figure out what it. Okay, because it's not. Is it just to say? Is it to alert everybody there's a shortage, or they need to get the diapers?
No. They want people,
what is this?
Like, why are you telling me the shelves in the stores how they were evil, and they named a company that was given that they had, I guess, hired to supply them with diapers. They are running low, and so and they set up something.
Make some more.
Yeah, so they went. They have someplace Fox 32. I don't want to say he says a YouTube place where you can go, when you can get more information on where you can send these diapers to these poor, stinky little babies.
So it is. So that was the purpose. That was the goal.
Right.
It's for us to
give Pampers to these migrant people and leave the little American dudes out in the cold.
All right. Thank you, Miss Mary. You enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, April.
All right.
You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on our other social media platforms: TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and now Rumble. You can also leave us feedback in 3 ways: in the Interact Features section on the Spotify app, voice messages to the podcast through our customized link, or at teachablemomentswithapril@gmail.com.